The Stonecutter. Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived a humble stonecutter. He worked tirelessly, chiseling away at blocks of stone to create beautiful sculptures and structures. Despite his modest means, he was content with his work. One hot summer day, as he toiled away, he saw a wealthy merchant pass by in a grand carriage, surrounded by servants. The stonecutter couldn't help but feel a pang of envy. He thought to himself, if only I were as powerful and wealthy as that merchant, would be truly happy. To his surprise, his wish was granted. In an instant, he found himself in the opulent shoes of the merchant. He reveled in his newfound wealth, enjoying the luxuries he had never known. But soon, the scorching sun beat down on him, and he felt hot and uncomfortable. The stonecutter realized that even the power of a wealthy merchant had its limitations. He began to wish for something even greater. He wished to become the sun, thinking that it held the ultimate power. In an instant, he became the sun, radiating heat and light across the world. However, a thick cloud moved in front of him, blocking his rays. No matter how much he shone, he could not penetrate the cloud's barrier. The stonecutter, now the sun, realized that even the mighty sun had its limitations. Undeterred, he wished to become the cloud, thinking that it must be more powerful than the sun. In an instant, he became the cloud, able to cover the earth and bring rain. Yet, he soon realized that even the cloud's power was not absolute, as the wind could easily disperse it. Finally, he wished to become the wind, believing it to be the most powerful force of all. As the wind, he could blow with incredible force, uprooting trees and shaping the land. Yet, even as the wind, he found that there was one thing he could not move, a simple, unyielding rock. It was then that the stonecutter, now back in his original form, realized the true nature of power. He understood that every force in nature had its own strength and limitations. He came to appreciate the value of his own role as a stonecutter, working with his hands to shape the world in his own way. From that day on, he worked diligently and contentedly, knowing that his work held its own special significance. He was no longer envious of others, for he had learned the true measure of power and contentment. The story of the Stonecutter teaches us the valuable lesson of finding contentment in our own roles and recognizing the unique significance of our contributions, no matter how humble they may seem. It also reminds us that true power is not about dominating others, but about understanding and respecting the inherent strengths and limitations of all things.